mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We are here with you. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot. Thank you guys for joining us for yet again another episode.
Another episode that we don't know where it will go, but it will go.
Yes.
We appreciate you being here with us as we embark on another endeavor.
Facts.
Uh-oh.
I gotta just make sure my headphones is right.
All right, everybody right. Everybody get right, get tight. Come on into our little jukebox on the side of the road. Make yourself at home.
Thank y'all for joining us. Quick roll call. I see LA tapped in, Cincinnati tapped in.
Yep.
You want to mute that, please?
Memphis
tapped in, Chicago tapped in. Who else? ATL. Who else?
ATL's in the building.
BK, Connecticut in the building. 318, don't know where that's at, but shouts out to y'all. North Oakland, Dallas, Texas. Covington, GA. Plainfield, New Jersey. Compton in the house. Shouts out to NWA.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for joining us yet again. How was your week?
Week is good. Always excited to be here. I want to get my grandson, but I'm fighting a little cold. Nothing major. But kids are so sensitive, so I don't want to.
Yes, and Noble will get sick.
And then, he'll miss a little school.
Yeah,
so
and I don't need that. He needs to be in school.
He needs to be in school. So other than that, man, good. Preparing for 28 for 28.
Oh, man, I'm excited.
I'm super duper excited. And the preparation starts now.
We got some new designs coming.
New energy coming, new focus coming, new commercials coming. And we want to hit you and, get this thing set up right. And so I'm super excited about that.
Yes.
I'm starting to write the book, my life story.
So I saw the keyboard. That's nice.
Yes.
I saw that.
Yes.
And I'm jelly. I feel like I need one.
You should get one because
Yeah.
that's not going to cut it for writing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I was editing some videos on my MacBook that I got in like 2018, and it just can't keep up now. Like the way technology just gets so slow. I was like, what the hell?
Yes.
I paid a lot of damn money for that when it came out.
Yeah. No, it was dope when it came out. So I am recommitted to do this because this has to come out this year, and it's going to be a bestseller. I'm telling you now.
I'm excited for it.
It's going to be a bestseller. Nobody could tell stories the way I do. And I put out a book every 8-10 years, so this is right on time.
It's right on schedule, yo.
This is right on schedule.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a damn shame.
Hey, man.
Actually, today, 3 years ago, my first book came out.
Oh, 3 years ago today.
3 years ago today, we had our book signing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We sure did.
Yes.
And is that when everything went haywire, right? Right after that?
No. We were still good. We had a 28 for 20. It went haywire after the gender reveal.
All right.
Like the next day, I'm coming home from the gym, And my mother just like, yo, everything's locked down. We gonna die. I was just like, what?
Yeah, that's when it hit the fan.
What?
That's exactly when it hit the
Like
fan.
the next day.
The next day. And here we are. We're still here. We're still alive. We love you all. Those who made it deserve to be here.
Yeah.
And let's get this thing popping.
You are tuned into the sound.
3 years.
3 years ago.
Wow.
Oh, real quick, shout out. I have to brag because I'm a proud dad. So I sent out videos to all my family and friends the other day because I was doing flashcards with Noble, and I was showing and proving because people didn't believe me that he can read.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, we were doing flashcards. You know, they got the card with the picture of the object of what it was talking about. I did the back one with, like, the back was
Yes,
just the
with the
word.
words.
He was reading the words. So.
Because I'm his grandfather. You know it skips a generation, Malcolm. I'm brilliant. You're slow and average. And then it picks up with Noble. Yeah, he's a genius.
Yeah, very smart kid.
Yeah, very smart kid. Very smart kid. That's why me and him connect so much.
Yeah.
I can do this show with him if you can prop him up in a seat.
All right, next time.
Yeah, you know, because the father and son don't mean you. I got 3 sons, goddammit. It's the one constant is me.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, so let's get started. So this week, a couple days ago, I think it was yesterday or the day before, people were complaining about their Bank of America app.
Yes.
Right? People were waking up to negative balances. People were waking up to no money in their accounts, and like, yo, what the hell is happening? So apparently there was a glitch with Zelle as a result, and like a lot of people's pending payments and pending things like that were missing, and people were trying to call. Obviously, when that happens, everybody's trying to call Bank of America at the same time to see what the hell happened. Bank of America's phone system was down and stuff like that. The whole system was down. And people were obviously worried because, again, if everything is kind of connected to, technology and everything is digital, if something goes wrong with technology like it does, right?
Yes.
Y'all seen us on this show and the sound go out or something like that.
Right,
Like this,
right.
It just does.
The Wi-Fi ain't lined up correctly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's technology, that's what happens with technology. What is to say, like, it can't affect something else on a more global scale that will really affect people? You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
And today, as a matter of fact, America hit its debt ceiling of $31.4 trillion.
And my thing is, who the hell do we owe? And why y'all beefing with my credit score when America's credit score?
Oh yeah, America's credit is terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, America's credit score is terrible.
That's terrible, Kenny. 31 trillion. Come on, that's a lot of bread. Who we owe this money to?
I don't know. Maybe I know we owe. I know. First off, America has, I think, $4 trillion in assets. We have
only $4 trillion.
Only $4 trillion in assets. We $31 trillion in debt. I know we owe different countries.
I know China owns a lot.
A lot of countries. Exactly.
China owns a lot.
Even though China, their financial economy is on the brink of destruction as well.
Is it?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who does the world owe the money to?
I have no clue. No clue.
Like, do we owe another planet? Do we owe Mars money and they're not telling you? Who we make the money? Who do we owe it to?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? For the whole world to be in some kind of debt, or if we go back to the gold standard, who has all of this gold stored?
Yeah.
And where's my gold? Okay?
Yeah.
I want to cash my money in.
So, and that's
for
why
my gold.
it was so interesting when the whole FTX thing was happening with Sam Bankman-Fried or Sam Bankman-Fried, whatever. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah.
But when people talk about these crypto exchanges, right, and they say, yo, this is a whole Ponzi scheme, things like that. If everybody takes their money out at the same time, it was going to collapse. If everybody in Bank of America would have panicked and took their money out of Bank of America, everybody who has an account, it'd collapse. You get what I'm saying?
As a matter of fact, they couldn't even possibly pay everybody. They couldn't even meet everybody's needs.
Exactly.
And then it would be chaos. But here's the point I want to make about that. All of that's by design. Mm-hmm. Your system don't just go down. I keep telling you, they do a test run a lot of the times, and they take the temperature of the people, And that test run, because your man Swartz, whatever his name is, he been said, be prepared for a digital breakdown or something, or he speaks so funny, the digital.
He sounds like an evil genius.
He sounds like an evil genius. The next pandemic will be of a digital pandemic in which people will die.
We got to talk about that World Economic Forum stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I've never seen so many people flat out just say some of the most evil and decrepit things with a straight face and act like it is for the betterment of the world.
Yes.
Right? I forget dude's name. I retweeted it on Twitter. He said, like, we need a digital infrastructure to make sure people are taking these vaccines, because when the next ones come out, they're going to be multiple shots. So we need to make sure everybody got them.
Yeah.
Like, just not that wasn't like, you know,
behind closed
hyperbole.
doors. Yes.
That wasn't, you know, that wasn't, I said it right this time. That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't like coded language. He just said it.
And they have a pill. They have a pill for all of your medications now that's got a camera on it that they're trying to implement. So the doctor from home can be like, Mr. Johnson, I don't see that pill in your ass. No, you ain't shit out the byproducts of this pill. Because from my computer, I can tell you didn't take it.
And
what kind of world is this?
And what gets me upset about this whole forum thing as well is that these people are not living how they want you to live, right?
Right.
They're taking private jets there, but everything is climate issue, right? Al Gore, who created, he had that documentary, Inconvenient Truth, when he was talking about global warming.
I remember, yes.
He has amassed a fortune of $300 million.
Talking about this.
Talking about how the world is going to end.
Yeah, I like it.
You get what I'm saying? They all take private jets to this thing.
And then they all have the mask on for the camera. And as soon as the camera goes
take it off,
they all take the mask off.
They said like 4,000 prostitutes get flown in.
You damn right.
Right?
Those are the fringe benefits.
Yeah. But they don't want you. They don't want you paying for no box. But they can pay.
No, you bet not. You going to jail.
Yo, Klaus Schwab, man.
Yeah.
With a name like Klaus, I don't know a good Klaus.
No.
In TV, nothing. I don't know. I've never heard of a good Klaus.
Santa Claus.
That was a good one. No, I'm gonna let you have that one.
Santa Claus.
I'm gonna ask the judges. We okay? We okay with that one?
Okay with that?
All right, cool. I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you rock.
Yeah. So it's big business for them to say this, and now I keep telling you, these forums are public domain because they're not afraid anymore.
Yeah.
They don't have to hide because it's the zombie apocalypse. They could just come out and say what they're gonna say, and what you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
But get on your little podcast like you're doing now, and talk shit, and nothing gonna change. And if you see Santa Claus in the street, you better keep walking.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
some people pressed.
They pressed the CEO from Pfizer.
They pressed him today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, that's the next evolution of this, where these people are not going to be able to walk the street.
Yeah, that's how they should be uncomfortable.
They should be very uncomfortable, but because they already took the temperature, they go, I'm good. But there are a few people still out there who are woke, or, I'm doing that in parentheses, who are not having it.
Yeah.
And if they see Bill Gates and they see these people, they're going to press them.
Yeah.
And somebody going to be bold, because there's always one dude going to be like, you know what, son? I'll shoot a fair one with you right now, son, what you did to my grandma. And, because they was pressing him.
Peter Gray said, Klaus from American Dad. You know what? That's the only Klaus I like.
All right.
That's the only Klaus I like.
All right.
That's funny.
So that's where we are with that.
Yeah.
And the Bank of America situation could just be a test run of things to come, because we've already mentioned we've hit the debt ceiling. I don't know what happens from here.
Yeah, so I think the Fed...
do somebody call America and be like, listen, I got to place this call. This call is being recorded for,
Because I'm wondering, right? If America is that much in debt, what country is their money good? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What country is just up? And I remember at the beginning of last year when Russia went into Ukraine, and everybody was trying to cut off Russia from international trade. Everybody was saying like this is wrong and stuff like that. And there was reports out that said that Russia's are ruble. I think that's their
That's
money.
their money system. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 100% backed by gold. Like it was like a 1-to-1 thing. So like, are they good? You get what I'm saying? Like.
And what about the secret deals that we heard between Russia and China?
Those, I think it's the BRICS.
Right, there's something that they were supposed to
Brazil,
be. Brazil,
Russia,
there was a
China,
few other
I think
countries
it's South
that,
America.
But America was not a part of that because they were like, the dollar doesn't have that value.
Yeah.
It's not worth anything. Unless you can cash it in for $31 trillion in gold, and I know we don't have $31 trillion in gold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, this call is being monitored for, training purposes. We need our money, America, and you have a very short time.
Yeah, I saw a report that said extreme measures will be taken as a result of us hitting that national debt ceiling. So whatever that means.
Meanwhile, in California, they're talking about giving black people reparations. $5 million.
So here's the thing. Dope, right? But on one end, we're hearing all this financial doomsday stuff, and on the other hand, they're saying, okay, we thinking about giving $5 million. So are they only doing that for just
to keep the people quiet?
Yeah.
Well, why they really steal the money?
Like, what happens? Like, what do you think happens? Like, whole money system goes down. They start something else. What happens?
War in the street.
Does war happen, or do they say that's not the money system anymore? This is the money system. One U.S. token equals $1 now, and that's how we're doing money. What happens then?
I ain't got no tokens.
No, but say whatever money you had in your account,
they just
convert it over.
Does that still give me my $5 million? That's what I want.
No, I'm just saying, like, so if because if everything actually crashes, right? I think it'll be war on the streets. It'll be fights. It'll be you get what I'm saying? But they say, all right, everything went down, but we have the solution. Everything is transferred over to coins now. These digital coins now. Is everybody still mad? Is everybody still worried, or does everything go back to business as usual?
But that aligns with problem, reaction and solution.
Yeah.
So the Hegelian dialectic lines up perfect with that. But they have to bring a level of fear first. This is the way this works. And you have to believe it's a level of fear. So some people are going to go crazy, especially if my daughter crying. I ain't lying.
I know the science. Yeah.
Right? So you will see mayhem in the streets for a little while because, that the ends justify those means. And when you can't take it no more because CNN and all of them have shown you levels of chaos in the street, people busting up in stores and stealing what they can steal and this and that, and there's chaos everywhere. They'll bring in the National Guard to restore order, and then the president, one of four of him, there's at least 3 or 4 of him, will come on TV and say, we have figured this out. You know what I mean? Yeah. We are now moving to a system of, CDBC or digital central bank digital currency, right? And whatever money you had, we are now going to give you the equivalent, or all you people are on a stipend, and this is what it is. Right? Now, you may say you ain't having it, but remember, you just came out of the street fighting for bread, nobody sandwiches and shit. And I got to run up on you, and you know what I mean? So that will at least bring peace. And before you know it, things will be restored. And now your money comes in a digital, once a month you are given this amount. And then they can monitor, this is what they're saying, what you spend your money on. So you're diabetic.
Even though they can already monitor what you spend your money on.
Yeah, they can, but still, I still can go get Chinese midgets without people knowing about it. You know what I mean? True. So they're gonna say, Black Dot, you dealing with kidney failure. You're not supposed to be eating that, and we see that you have ordered 4 chicken sandwiches of Popeyes in 2 days. We are gonna restrict you from Popeyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And your money has to be spent on CMOS and hot tea.
Matter of fact, Pfizer CMOS.
Pfizer brand
Yeah,
CMOS.
Pfizer
Gotta
brand
be
CMOS,
Pfizer
yeah.
brand CMOS. Right? So I don't know how the people in Cali gonna get their money, but one of the stipends is a caveat. They have to prove that they were slaves.
And so we were just talking about that, like off camera. Like, so, like, what does that do? Does that like disqualify you in the long run?
I keep telling you, it's a double-edged sword, because what you're gonna realize is that a lot of us were already here. You know the story, and you are worth way more when you can prove that you own the land than if you was brought in as a prisoner of war or whatever it is they want to call it, and they give you $5 million. But with that being said, if they're giving out the $5 million, yes sir, master. I was being a slave a long time, master. I'm eating watermelon and chicken, master.
And because Quanas said something, and I always kind of stick to this as well. That was going to be my next point. Quanas said, as long as there's cranes in the sky, this economy will be all right. Just follow the money. If real estate developers aren't panicking, neither should you. Right?
And that is the rule of thumb.
That is always a great
and that's
rule of thumb.
one of the rule of thumbs on how I was operating during the so-called
That's
pandemic.
a fact. That is
I
a
was
fact.
looking to my left and said, they still signing contracts?
They were signing 10 years. So I said,
10-year
okay, in 10
deals.
years, we'll still be here then.
And they still operating
Yep.
like everything good? I
Yep.
said, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Exactly.
Unless this virus is only hitting poor people, I
Exactly.
said I'm good. So that is the rule of thumb.
Great rule of thumb. Great rule of thumb. And because I always said, if they wanted to really, really instill fear in people, to go get whatever jab they wanted, to go get whatever they wanted, they would have needed to be a huge A-list celebrity drop dead.
And to me, it had to been a couple of them.
A few, you know what I'm saying? Like LeBron would have had to just drop
Boom,
on the court,
and somebody else dropping,
and then not sick, and then made it like he's gone.
he's gone. He's done. Yes.
Everybody would have been online.
Yeah.
Beyonce, everybody would have been online. Am I lying?
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But I kept watching the celebrities. I'm saying the rich, they chilling. They not saying nothing to help us. But they getting paid to come on camera and tell us to do something, but they not dying. And then Cardi B almost gave the whole thing up.
Yo, my God, that was such a beautiful moment.
That was a beautiful moment.
That was such a beautiful moment.
And it was unscripted until they pulled her back behind the curtain.
They said, cause she said, "Yo, like, talking about, like, y'all getting paid to say y'all got it? Like, what's up? Like,
yeah, she came right out.
And then, it's real.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then Wendy Williams got on the Oz show.
Yeah.
And he kept lobbying it. He kept on off the backboard. Wendy, just dunk this.
Yeah.
And Wendy was like, no, I don't trust it. I ain't taking it. I don't trust it. She was like, I ain't never took a flu shot. She said, I don't trust it. I ain't taking it. And he kept saying, let's go to commercial and we'll come back and we'll talk to Wendy some more about this. And everything came back from commercial and she was like, nope. And as a result, now they got her money tied up. She can't
I didn't mean
get her
that. Somebody, I just murked off Bron and B. I didn't mean to, but I'm just saying.
No, but yeah, these are just some of the things. The effects of this is important. I told you, real people die in fake movies all the time. The alien invasion. Now, that could also tie into the money system to unite the world, on a common enemy, because now you can't have regional enemies. You can't have Osama or this and that. That doesn't move the radar because social media has made this one planet. You know what I mean? In a weird way. It has reduced the planet. So now we need something. We need a Martian or something to really take this to the next. Yeah, and now Wendy is a nut home.
Yeah.
She in a nut home.
Yeah.
And they do that, because she didn't follow script. She knew what time it was.
Yeah.
She been a part of that elite circle way too long. She know what time it is. And for them to do that, that's them telling her, these are the consequences.
I'm like, when we have these kind of discussions, I just think about human nature and how much stress you can put on people. You get what I'm saying? And
Right.
I feel like if you think back to 2020 and you think back to like the George Floyd protests and you think back to that, it was so much fear and stress on people that I think if they would have just kind of let it go, people would have exploded the other way.
Yes. Yes.
People would have either said, "Forget it, I'm going outside," which people did
In
after
Harlem,
a while.
Yeah, people in the hood was
People
not
were
playing.
just like, I'm going out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
the protests and things like that, it just gave the perfect like alley-oop to just you have so much pent-up energy. You want to break stuff, break it. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Here's a stack of bricks.
Yeah, just break it. Let all that out. Just break it. Because, and then, and I say all that to say, the last 3 or 4 years, right, as just people, right, the country, the world, everybody has just been under stress. If it's not one thing, it's another. So how much... it's a lot. I think that's a lot of hubris, right? To think that we could just do whatever to people and
Yes.
then nothing happen.
Well-
no matter how many times we keep punching. I don't know. And we talked about the zombie apocalypse last episode, right? We talked
Yeah.
about us just being kind of walking, like sleepwalking through whatever is happening. But I don't know if that's me being optimistic or...
No, there's a couple of layers to that. And one I want to address. We have to agree for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
How that agreement is done is not stipulated.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't fight against it and deny it, and we get on these lines voluntarily,
Yeah.
then we're in agreement. Every time there's something that is put out and we don't deny it, you know what I'm saying? From a cosmic level, I am a sovereign being. I deny this.
Mm-hmm.
It allows it to move forward. And looking at other, let's get galactic for a minute. And this is the only planet that is really dealing with free choice of this magnitude, but there are loopholes and stipulations in it. Somebody like all your celebrities, I need you to think about what they're going through, because a lot of them didn't sign up for this.
Oh, yes.
So they signed up because they wanted the fame and the fortune, but they didn't know to what magnitude. And now you have to look at humanity and know that you are a part of killing them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's levels of stress that a lot of them deal with. That's why they always drinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they always partying. They're trying to drown out. But once you cross over, you've crossed over. You know what I'm saying? Once you down with a dollar broth and Bolak and Moloch and all of those entities, it's a one-way ticket. Every now and then there's an anomaly of a Kanye West, a Wendy Williams, a Cat Williams, Orlando Brown, Jaguar Wright, who they just can't take it. And so they are a part of a system that breaks down, or they meet their demise. And they meet their demise usually in a Masonic ritual death to reinsure everyone else stays in line. And they leave all the clues there for those who can pick the signals
I
up.
always think about that. Like when something like one of these deaths happen,
Like Kobe's death had Masonic ritual written all over it,
And-
for those who can pick up the signals.
and then like how do like other celebrities like just at home like
they know.
yeah, you get what I'm saying, like
They know, and they go, let me just stay in line and just do me, because that's a part of the
Yeah.
situation. Back to the other part of the question of humanity has been fighting this war for longer than me and you could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
So this is the process, and we always will be here. We have always been here, and we lose those in the battle, and but we continue to persevere on. The ones who are evil are just evil, and evil is necessary. You know what I'm saying? Evil is good, as Eddie Murphy said in Vampires in Brooklyn, right? So because we live in a parallel, or this is a duality world. You know what I'm saying? Where you have to be given the choice of good and a so-called choice of bad, if you want to consider it bad. And those who are of a higher vibration don't even see good and bad. So when they do whatever they do to children or this and that, they don't see it the way you see it, because a lot of times we're locked into morality. So that is morally wrong. But when you operate above morality, you know what I mean? Or you have been given access to frequencies that move above that, it's just par for the course. There's no emotion connected to it or attached to it. And if you are food, You food. What do you want me to do? The tiger's in the jungle. He see the deer. He know the deer got a little family. They out there drinking water. You know what I'm saying? Getting some sunshine. And the deer probably want to teach his kids how to. And he like, bro, you are food. Nothing more, nothing less. And when I get one of you, we gonna feast. So, and we move on. It's nothing personal. The lion don't sit around like, damn, son, I just ate a deer. He had a family and shit. You know what I'm saying? They just move on. So morality and all of this moral stuff has been put in place to lock us into a frequency. And then when you're looking at an immoral world, I've said this plenty of times, or through a moral lens, none of it makes any sense. Because the lens in which you have been programmed to see this is about right and wrong and integrity, and the Bible says this, and the good book, and they're in a whole nother, that's what the game is about. The referee controls the game. You playing in between the lines. The referee is outside of the line. He can control any part of the game he or she feels like.
Yes, wow.
Right?
Yeah,
because they're not dealing with rules. You dealing with rules. Big 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Because you violated a beep, holding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they are the ones, the gatekeepers, who wearing black and white. It's all checkered. It's all Masonic. And how they lay this thing out. So understand the rules are for you.
And Coach Wayne said the announcers control the narrative.
And the announcers, pay attention to the announcers, because Joe Buck is famous for saying, Tom Brady has never thrown an interception in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left of a game. Bam, interception.
Yeah.
They know the narrative in advance, because the narrative, and that's why you need to watch the game without the sound on. Just to kind of watch the game, because the narrative plays into it. The referees is one big simulation taking place. And when you come outside of the rules, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson put it eloquently, the white ball is the only one that goes off the table of Earth, you know what I mean, and comes back on the table. All of the balls that leave the table, all of the races are destroyed. And when it gets down to the 8 ball or the black man, that's when the game is over. Or, you know, this and that. And she was simulating how these things work. So we have to understand how this process is. And that's why when you hear about child pedophilia and all these things, it irks your skin because of the programming in which you're under. And for the people, it's a lot of people in Hollywood, they go, okay, yeah. You know what I mean? So because they're operating on a different frequency that rewards them with a whole bunch of material stuff that you really don't need in your life to bring joy to your life. Noble is enough to bring you enough joy, and go get him an icy and shit. Y'all might, you know what I mean? And we have been conditioned to find happiness in other places. So be careful of all of these people. And this is what I was trying to say. I'm not against the economic boom, but don't allow that to short circuit your spiritual ascension, because it becomes a hack. And now you after a material world because you feel it's due to you, and the planet is ascending to a spiritual level where everybody has what they need. And if they don't, you just barter and share, and that level you miss out on because you're moving backwards. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
that's what it is.
You are tuned into the sound.
I think we should go to
of
commercial
Urban
now.
X.
Commercial. Is it time? It is time. Okay.
It is time for
All right. So we'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
after these commercial breaks.
All right.
Peace.
As we prepare to enter the new year, what better way to show your loved ones your appreciation than to provide them with a gift that keeps on giving? Some may think of life insurance as just a tool that can be used to cover funeral costs. But what many don't know is that life insurance can be used for so much more. For example, you can use it to financially prepare for retirement, build generational wealth through investing in real estate, fund a business, or even as a gift to your children. let's unlearn what we have been told about life insurance. My number one responsibility is to be there when I'm needed most. So let me, Eris Stirrup, be there to guide you and your loved ones through good and not so good times. Call or text 951-319-1059 to learn more.
Welcome to LOV Studios, an extraordinary channel. The only channel of its kind. We have conversations with Leslie with various perspectives of the social experience across generations. This is a complete programming experience. Let's See with Leslie Olabisi, bringing you my ratings to films, series, and podcasts from around the world. We feature food, fashion, real reviews, unboxings of sneakers, AV equipment, and so much more. Prefer to listen? Unboxing with Leslie, voiceover tech talk, not a sneakerhead, and select titles are on the new Love Studios podcast on Anchor FM. I'm bringing insiders across all industries. Leslie O is a host unlike any other. Join me on my journey as a voiceover boss in my upcoming documentary about my time with Dame Dash.
One episode about your days with
Love
Dame.
Studios.
Hello, wealthy family, and a special shout out to the Urban X Nation. This is Chanel, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, and regardless of where you are on this planet, I look forward to connecting with you and your spirit team. Be sure to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, where I have hundreds of videos available to help you on your self-paced spiritual journey, and also my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, to schedule an angel oracle card reading in any area of your life, have a mental healing session to release some mental anguish that we go through every day, or also your chakra balancing sessions in the event that you want to become realigned. I look forward to connecting with you, wealthy family. Until then, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
I think they're both going to stay, and they're going to try again next year. Just being realistic. It depends on the coach.
The Hornets
I heard about the Hornets.
Westbrook.
I wouldn't be mad.
Minnesota has disgusted me this entire series. So I'm off that shit. Also, I'm really upset that John Moran got this award. So I hope we see them in the second round so Poole can whoop his behind for 7 games in a row.
And we are back.
I just got word that Carmelo Anthony was at my alma mater, my old high school, Mount St. Michael Academy.
All right.
Because they went against his son at Christ the King.
Who won?
I don't know. I'm trying to get the score now.
Okay.
I don't know.
Carmelo's son gonna be pretty good.
He's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. LeBron's son, Bronny, he's looking real.
That's
good.
the baby.
No, that's the oldest one.
Oh, okay, but the baby is looking.
Bryce is looking, but Bronny
took a step. He took a leap.
Yeah, like he's like commanding a little bit more.
Yes, he did. Because at first I'm saying, he's sort of average. He's athletic, but he would be no different. And then all of a sudden, in the last 6 months,
I saw him catch an alley.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
made a leap
on his way down. Hit the top of the backboard with both hands on the way down. I was like,
yeah. So, he has taken that step, and these steps are necessary. To put himself in position to play with his dad. His dad is averaging damn near 40 a game.
They just announced that they're gonna basically it's all hands on deck with trying to catch the moment when he breaks the record.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to do it at home in front of the LA crowd.
Yeah, I would.
But that's an all out assault right there. It's his moment now, and I think he's about 7 games away.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. and he's going to end a top 5 in points, assists, and maybe even rebounds or steals. I know. So it's going to be something where you could say, well, you know, look how long he played, but look how long at that level he played.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's an anomaly. You'll never see it again. Trust me.
Yeah.
You'll never see that shit again.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
That's our award winner.
That's our award winner, and she just did something that was highlighted on the Emmys. You know, she narrated some documentary.
Nice.
And it was shown on the Emmys, maybe, you know, and stuff like that. So Leslie's doing big things. I'm not sure I can afford Leslie right now.
Yeah, we got that early. We
got that early. That was the discount. She'd be like, gotta speak to my people, speak to their people, and I might be able to fit you in, Doc. I'm like, shit, damn.
So, Carol Baskins. From the early days of the lockdown when we were watching
Carol Baskins.
Tiger King. Remember, it was like a whole episode of the Tiger King dedicated to Carol Baskins and the conspiracy that she might have killed her husband and fed him to the tigers.
Yes.
Nobody could find him. Her stories didn't match up. She looks like a psychopath herself.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. I bought into the narrative.
I was like, she did that.
She did that.
Yeah.
She did that. As close as she was with the Tigers, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she did that.
So apparently, and this is from a few news publications, New York Post and a few other news publications, said that her husband, the one that was supposed to be dead, is actually alive and well in Costa Rica.
Man, I'd get away from her crazy ass too. Come on.
She looks unhinged. She does.
She looks a little unhinged.
She does.
And then I asked you, like, if he didn't report himself dead.
Yeah, I think he just vanished.
Yeah, and we just assumed.
Right.
And then the reality show kind of led us down a path that says, look at the tiger. The tiger was sitting there like this. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen him either.
I ain't seen him either. You know what I'm saying? And we looked at her. We looked at the tiger. We looked at her. We looked at the tiger.
And we said he did that. I mean, she did that.
She did that. And meanwhile, he's in Costa Rica chilling.
Well, but time out, there hasn't been any photo evidence yet. But all of these publications, these official ones, are reporting it. So it's just kind of like, you know.
I mean, you know, so we'll see with that. Unless they got a new reality show coming.
Oh, snap.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
And now we going to Costa Rica to find him. And she's out there, and then she falls in love with another tiger dude.
Yeah,
and, you know,
who knows?
Some, you know.
I just said it was interesting.
Interesting stuff on how reality TV kind of took us down that path.
Yeah, that doc kept just getting crazy and crazy.
But that was because let me tell you something. Remember, you guys kept telling me, "Dude, you got to watch it," and I'm like, "Why would I want to watch a guy, you know, about tigers?" And y'all was like, "No, you gotta watch it, bro." And I started watching. I said, "This is bonkers.
Yeah,
it's a war between zoos.
Yeah,
like, you know, we coming to steal your tigers and poison your tigers, and y'all training tigers in trailer parks. And no, dude, it was good TV to see white folk.
Yo, losing their minds,
losing their minds.
He's gay, but he's not really gay, but he still married him because he was giving him. It was like,
it was.
That was some of the best TV ever.
And then when he disappeared, it went to a whole nother level. She couldn't even explain. Like, you know how you try to believe people. I'm like, oh no, she did that. She did that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
you are tuned into the sound.
Moving on.
Of Urban X.
Breaking news: the Biden administration just announced another $2.5 billion of weapons and ammunition to Ukraine.
Oh boy!
Mind you, we just hit the ceiling today.
But we got enough money.
We got enough money to send to Ukraine.
See, that lets you know that there is no money crisis. Right? There is no how, Sway?
I mean, eggs are expensive right now, but you know.
Yeah, but that's something different. You know what I mean? Them chickens are like, we've been working hard, okay?
Yeah.
We taking some time off. Calm down. We gonna make more eggs in a little while.
Yeah.
God damn. Stressing me and shit. You need them eggs, mama. But egg sandwiches, paws and cheese sandwiches haven't gone through the roof.
Paws and cheese sandwiches?
Paws and cheese.
What's that?
Paws, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
What's that?
Dude, you can't go into bodega and be like, let me get a sausage, egg, and cheese, son.
Oh.
Come on,
I don't ask for sausage, egg, and cheese.
I mean, if you did, like, let me get a sausage, they'd be like, yo, pause, son, pause. Acronym, no, let me get a pause, egg, and cheese. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of mayo.
See, I didn't even know.
Yeah. Come on now. I be in these streets, man. I be in these streets.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Somebody said DJ Quick produced in the club. Dr. Dre takes credit for other people's beats. So I heard DJ Quick he did the drums in the club.
But it's the horn. Hand.
Yeah, I heard he did do the drums. But yeah, Dre, Timbaland, all these people, they all have teams of people who make these beats. You do your little sauce on it. Scott
Storch, that made that song. All them key little, come on, bro. So a lot of it is your reputation.
Yeah.
Right? But who cares? The only one who cares are people who ain't got nothing to do. If the song is a banger, it's a banger.
Yeah.
So when Drake has a team of 15 writers, you writing hooks, you writing double entendres, you doing triple entendres, you just doing entendres on top of those entendres that he gonna ping pong over to you. Y'all make it into 16 bars and deliver it to me, and I am the one who's stepping up on stage and delivering it. As long as the people are rocking to it, and they're rocking to it. Only one cares is MCs, and they don't buy records.
True.
Women, I ain't never heard a chick saying, but he don't write that. I try to tell Odyssey, Drake don't write that. I don't care. It's hot, Dad.
Yeah.
It's a banger, Dad.
Yeah.
And I told him I'm going at Drake this year, you know, to take her temperature. She said, you on your own. Eli makes no qualms about it. Dad, I'm standing with Drake. You know what I mean? So understand when producers do that, he's making something, I put my signature on it.
Yeah. Your
and that's been happening.
Yeah.
Barry White said that. He said, you know how many times I heard my bass line on a record and I got no credit for?
Barry White?
Barry White.
I didn't know he played.
Barry White played all kind of instruments. Yeah, he said, I'd be playing a bass line on something and I'd hear it on a record. And he said, I know it's my record. I don't get no credit for it. That is not uncommon. My father wrote, neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye by Gladys Knight and the Pips. He wrote that to my mama and sold that for $50. That was not uncommon during those times. You know what I mean? So the industry changed. It became an issue with MCs calling themselves the best but that's a small, people don't understand, that's a small community of people who give a ish. Most of these people don't care.
Yeah.
When they come on in the club, it takes two to make a thing go right. You think anybody care? Is it hot?
Yeah.
So they have Drake and have figured that out. I'm a corporation.
Yeah.
And I can't sit around worried about you thinking about if I wrote this or not. Who's selling records?
Yeah.
Your man who got the super bars, metaphysics, this, that, this. He ain't selling no records. Nobody care about that super calidocious shit he wrote. Nobody but him and a few of his boys. Drake's got God's plan. That's a banger. Right? Keisha, do you love me? That's a banger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can go on and on.
Yeah.
He's got bangers. That's all people care about. Yeah.
All right. Somebody else said something like really, really interesting.
But I ain't got a lot of bass line on that song in the clubs.
Yeah, come on.
Hand. Yeah, all that. That's fire.
You are tuned into the sound.
I'll come back to it.
Tell Gladys she owe private waffle and chicken dinner. Yeah, she didn't write the song. They may get credit for it.
Did y'all see Smokey Robinson on Vlad? I didn't watch it.
I heard. I didn't watch it.
But apparently he's up there talking about an affair he had with Diana Ross and...
Yeah, I can believe that.
I believe it, but...
Wait a minute. Didn't his man sleep with Diana?
Who?
Mel Brooks. The dude who started that shit.
You talking about
Motown?
You talking about Barry Gordy?
Barry Gordy. That was Diana Ross was his wife.
No.
Yes, dude. Come on.
For real?
Dude, what's wrong with you, bro? That was his wife.
Oh, snap.
He the one who took her away from the Supremes and all of that and made her a big superstar. And him
the Dream Girls, right?
Yeah, him and Smokey was like this, son.
Yeah.
They wrote all them songs together. Now you telling me Smokey was smoking his wife?
Whoa.
Wow, Vlad get you to snitch.
Yeah.
Son. I always thought Barry Gordy and Smokey were close. Just gonna say, I'm just keeping it a bean. I always thought these niggas close, you know, like sandbox buddy close, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So they was sleeping with the same girl?
Apparently so.
And now Diana Ross got to come out and answer these questions. She got to go on Vlad.
Yeah.
Now clean up her shit. You know?
How did he even get that interview? Come on, Smokey. Come on, Smokey.
Smokey got a gang record out. You heard it?
Selling dope.
Selling dope. You should not be selling dope. Nigga face look pushed back and shit. You know, had 9 facelifts and shit. You should not be selling dope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have Barry and I have a kid together. Yeah. Huh? Oh, MJ was hitting Diana Ross when when he was under 18.
Yo, I went down the TikTok rabbit hole on that one. Like he was like she used to try to make him jealous on purpose and
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mike was tapping that.
Yeah. Oh man.
But the kid is not my son. No.
Yeah.
He did Dirty Diana.
He did Dirty Diana.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love this stuff.
People don't know.
These stories are just mad interesting.
People don't realize I was a pimp.
Yeah.
Back in the days, I was smashing Diana. I was tearing that ass up. That's back at you, Barry, for stealing my contracts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. Listen, the industry is the industry, son.
Yeah, wow.
It's a lot going on. And Smokey, that's my dude, but come on, man. A gang song, son.
His voice is...
He had gangbangers with him.
He had the white biker gang members, though. He didn't even...
Don't do drugs. Stop it in the streets.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Somebody said that. Please speak on Marvin Gaye allegedly being a serial killer. Yeah, I love that. I love that story too. But his son pointed the gun at his wife.
Recently?
Yeah, recently. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
they was a little off, and people. That was his part-time thing, from what I understand. He would just go on, kill people. You know, everybody's got a hobby. You know, some people like to draw. Yeah. Some people like to paint.
Some people just...
He like to kill people.
Murder prostitutes. State to state.
State to state. You know, he's
allegedly, God.
Allegedly.
He's the Grim Reaper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Allegedly.
You get all the hot tea up here. We don't play. We deliver the goods.
Oh my God.
This is worth your $5. We deliver the goods.
Wow.
Yeah, so Mike he smashed Diana, he smashed Presley.
Yeah. Whitney,
that's
heard
how
too.
he got the catalog. He got Whitney.
Whitney too. I heard that too.
He banged Whitney. He banged Stephanie Mills. Him and Stephanie Mills used to go together.
Oh, really?
Silly of me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Mike was a pimp. I don't know why y'all thought Mike was out here.
I mean, yo, come on, man.
You know, with all that old bullshit.
He had grown men passing out at his concert just by standing there. You don't think?
Yeah, and he stood there one time for like 5 minutes. He popped out the floor, bang! And he just stood there, and people were just fainting. Now, that's power. That's power.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's power.
Oh, man. Okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, Flo Rida, he had he just won a lawsuit against Celsius Energy Drink.
Yes.
For $82 million.
Clap that up.
Yeah.
82 mil.
$82 million. Now, apparently, he was only suing. He only wanted to get like 30-something thousand from them. And then instead of settling, they took it to court, and then
because they thought they could beat him, and he was, you know, they were gonna lowball him.
Yeah.
And
it was a breach of contract.
A breach of contract,
Yeah.
and the jury saw some other things, and he won $82 million. Now he's not gonna get $82 million.
Nah.
Because they're gonna appeal,
Yeah.
and they'll knock it down to $3 million. But he's still up.
That's crazy.
He's still up.
Yo, these corporate like when like these corporate like court cases and stuff like that, they get crazy, man. Like your whole company. Like there's this guy, he had another energy drink case, Bang Energy. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. You probably seen it in stores and stuff like that. He got sued by Pepsi. He got sued by so many people.
Why? I mean, what was his bottling something similar to
It was an energy drink, but he had claims in it about it that weren't true. He had an ingredient in it that doesn't even exist that he was saying it might cure cancer, and then they were just
they get you for that. Yeah,
it was getting you for that.
But now the FDA is a joke.
That too.
When you understand, when you hear FDA approved, that ain't what it used to be.
That too.
Because the FDA is on the take.
Yes.
With a lot of different things. So I don't, understand. It's a big corporate game being played.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I mean? Side note, the Army vet who was tased or pepper sprayed by the police, he sued them for wrongful, and he sued them for $1.5 million. And he only got $3,000.
Black dude.
The black guy.
Oh man, what?
Yep. When he had his hands up out his car,
yeah,
and they still pepper sprayed him. He had a case for $1.5 million. He got $3,842.
And I bet them cops ain't lose their job.
Yeah, well, that just goes to show you how the lawsuit can go either way. You win $82 million, you get $3,000.
Yeah.
When it probably should have been reversed.
Yeah.
Right? Flo Rida was only suing for
$30,000. Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's whack.
So that's very whack.
That is whack.
And I'm sorry to hear that, but that's justice here in America.
Yes. So, real quick, there is an NHL player. He's a Russian player. I forget his name. He is refusing to wear the LBGT plus pride uniform that the NHL is trying to push to wear. And the sports journalists are bugging. Like they are like, well, go back to Russia. Like one dude said on national TV, go back to Russia and fight against Ukraine if you don't want to like wear this uniform. And as a result of that, his jersey sold out.
Wow. So people are people are supporting
him. Yo, listen. What we see on social media, it is not real life. People are tired of just the show.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? People are tired. Like, you want to live your life the way you want to live it.
That's fine.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
But people are tired of you telling me I have to, be okay with it. And if I'm not okay with it, I'm some type of phobe. And I'm good.
This is what I mean by the cosmic agreements.
Yeah.
And we're not on board collectively with some things, no matter how hard they try to push them. Now, of course, you'll always get the knuckle draggers who will follow any trend because they just don't want to be considered, wrong or on the wrong side of things. But those who stand on their principles just know, dude, I do what you will. That I won't do.
Because you remember when talking about politics and sex, that was just kind of like behind the curtain, right? You just kind of kept that religion. You just kind of kept that. But now these things are now talked about in public, especially in the public square that is social media now, right? But now off social media, that's like the only privacy you kind of really have to kind of voice your opinion. And the only way you can actually do that is with your dollars and with your attention. So every time Disney comes out with a movie with two moms or two dads, it fails, right? Because people in their like alone time are saying, I'm not doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say it out loud. I can't say it at my job. I can't say it on social media. But at home, I'm not taking my kid to see that. You get what I'm saying? So that's the little battle that's happening, I guess.
No, it's a war. And it's a war for your cosmic agreement in those areas. You know what I mean? It's a war for your cosmic agreement. So know and understand that this is an ever-going war that we're facing and battling. And certain things you may assimilate with, like artificial intelligence and some of the things, and then certain things are your core principles, because you are the one who have to live with your core principles. And you know what I'm saying? And those core principles are what you stand on and what you believe in. And you should believe in something. You know, because if not, then you'll fall for everything you see. And next thing you know, they're moving you closer and closer to the unthinkable. That's all we'll say. You know what I mean? And then they'll say, well, look at this planet. You know, on a galactic scale, look at this planet and the toxicity that we are dealing with the air, the water, the food, the music, the politics, the mood. Tell me one branch of this environment that is not toxic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, we don't deserve to be let into the alien federation.
The Federation.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because
do we?
You have to qualify and disqualify yourself. But look at what we are up against on a regular basis. So when people tell me about their challenges, what they're facing, I have a certain level of empathy for that, because I know it is not easy out here to walk the straight or the so-called straight and narrow. And what does that get you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So it's a real weird thing, because like I said, the water's bad. The food, you see what they're doing. They got the biggest artificial 3D food plant being built right now in Virginia or North Carolina in the world. So now they're just going to, once they get you off your spiritual base and get you on the artificial intelligence frequency through the Oculus and all of that other stuff to move your vibration, anything you put in your body don't matter, because you're not on code, no way. So they can feed you anything. Go back to the Matrix when they was feeding them that slop. It's all the nutrients you need. So understanding them trying to move you one step closer to being an artificial sentient being, they can feed you cardboard. And half of those tofurkey burgers and all that shit is one step away from cardboard anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So the water's bad, the food is bad, the music is bad.
Yeah.
Movies are terrible. They keep recycling the same movies.
Yeah, I had to again try to fight on my own damn advice, because the new Ant-Man movie is coming out, right? And
that looks good.
I'm excited about it, but like me, I get obsessed. I'm watching all the theory videos, and I'm setting myself up to be let down.
Yeah.
So I had to like step back from all the stuff. But think about it, like all these things are just not good anymore. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
And yet we're still here.
Yeah.
So that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are beyond human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are the immortals, especially us here in America, because we're the only ones who don't have no sort of base of anything. We just dropped, or so-called dropped in the middle of somewhere, and we keep adjusting, and we keep adapting, and we keep shining, and we are, that's who they write the paper on. These galactic motherfuckers writing the paper on us. You know what I mean? Because we keep figuring things out, and we keep moving on, so we the ones.
Real quick, I didn't see the new House Party movie. I won't be seeing the new House Party movie.
Oh, they dropping it in that.
What?
They drinking blood.
What?
Yeah, they giving codes out. Yeah, it's a lot going on in that movie.
What?
Mark Cuban is in it. I saw a scene where he approached somebody and said, "We'll be in contact." Kid Cudi shows up and told his man, "You drinking blood." There's a lot of
what the hell?
Dude, yeah. In the new LeBron movie.
What? I just heard it was bad. I didn't hear nothing about all of that.
Well, if you want to get into the science, you know what I mean? You got Kid and Play, the original Kid and Play in there. They represent light and dark. It's a lot of weird
I'll see it.
dichotomy going on in
Well,
that.
I won't see it. I'll wait till one of the Dakotas.
Yeah, my man, Lord knows has blessed you with an opportunity to
right.
see things.
Right, this is true.
He's giving you a 4th eye vision.
Shouts out to Lord knows. That's right.
Stop playing. I'll be like this. Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Real quick before we go to commercial break, let's get one more story in.
Yeah.
Before we go to commercial break. Yo, so apparently, allegedly, the Chicago PD have confirmed that another King Von, they got him on another body. The FBG Duck, he's another Chicago rapper that was killed. They said King Von put a hit out on him, and then after he was killed, celebrated with everybody on O Block, got them all changed, walkie-talkies, new sneakers,
bottles busting down.
Busting down.
Who is his parents? Like, where did he? And I know this is gonna sound weird. Where did he come from? Like, did he incarnate here without a soul?
Like,
or did he come here with such a warrior spirit, but didn't know who to fight, and just to have 10 bodies?
Yeah.
And it to be like nothing, it's like walking down the street. That takes a special kind of individual.
Yeah.
That takes a special individual, because each one of them bodies never really leave you. You know what I mean? You the last person they saw. Them always be attached to you and be with you like, yo, dude, what's going on?
Dude, I think they confirmed at least 5 to 7 killings. Like, he actually was like the trigger man on. Like, that's...
Yeah.
I listen to his music a little different. I don't listen to it, but some of his songs actually slap, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I don't listen to his music.
But, crazy.
So when I used to speak about masturbation to people and saying, you're giving birth somewhere with an ejaculation, maybe not a physical body, but you're giving astral births to those who now need bodies. So now they swimming around like, yo, how do I get down and be with my father? Some of you niggas got clouds, and not to segue, but I did hear my boy Godfrey mention recently.
Oh yeah, he talked about
that
his
he
porn
had
addiction.
some porn addiction.
Yeah.
And that's what porn addiction does. It opens up vortexes of organic energy that sits upon the astral realm, which is now available energy for those who know how to tap in. It's sort of like tapping into Wi-Fi. That's, you see how Wi-Fi you can't see, but you know what's there. So these entities and these people who live outside of morality, so to speak, that's their Wi-Fi. So that's why they always promote sex. And they always promoting, you know what I mean? Because that's energy that they can manipulate time, space, and matter here down on this slowed down vibration. It seems like they're always winning. It's because they're tapping in. That's one way. And of course, the baby sacrifices, that's another way that energy goes up. And it sits there on the astral plane. And now the government has free reign to that. You got to go above. You got to go hyperspace and higher now. Because the astral plane is a cesspool, but that's where all of that energy goes. And so just keep that in mind as we go to commercial break.
Yeah, so we're going to take a commercial break on that. I was just going to talk about how King Von is a psychopath and murderer. I didn't think we was going that way.
Yeah, well, it just kind of led that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking the people he murder,
yeah.
Do they attach onto his auric field because they're the last person he saw, or if he didn't commit the murder himself, you know, how does that work?
Yeah.
You know.
But we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Peace.
All right. How y'all doing tonight? Ladies looking good. Listen, I grew up on hip hop. You guys grew up on hip hop. Skinny jeans, dresses, mumble rap, funny hair, auto tunes. What the hell is that? Purses. Oh my God, this is crazy, man. Listen, you guys have been a great audience. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. I love you. Good night. Tired of reading, doing research, and extensive studying to fact check the information that you present? Well, now you don't have to. Become a YouTube scholar. That's right, a YouTube scholar. Throw away those books. No need to quote real scholars. Burn those research papers. All you need is a YouTube connection. Watch YouTube videos at night, in the daytime, during breakfast, while you're on the toilet. Impress your friends with information you really don't know. After 100 videos watched, you are now a YouTube scholar. To sign up for this program, dial 1-800-WHY-STUDY. That's 1-800-WHY-STUDY. But wait, there's more. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel.
Peace, love, and light, family. I'm throwing a trip to Egypt. It's called Back to the Roots of Africa, hosted by RBG NYC. The course is $3,999 for a full tour of Egypt. That's including your food, your flight, in 12 days. Please give us a call at 201-256-7522. This trip will be from April 3rd to the April 15th.
And we are back.
Shouts out to you people in the chat right now.
Shouts out to everybody in the chat.
Shouts out to whoever's listening right now.
And all our commercial sponsors. If you want to do a commercial with us, advertise with us, now is the time, because February we gonna be litty. This is we taking it to the next level. And if you got your business in order and you want to put it in front of some people and get real feedback, see, this is also data analytics. So you may find out you got to tweak your commercial. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Oh, I didn't use Leslie for the voiceover. I see how effective that is. Or I needed to do this, my images. And you fine tune it. And then the people come out, and the Urban X Nation, if they like it, they will support.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's our whole purpose here, is to create these platforms and give people a shot, and we can work together. We can grow something together, and I don't care how big we get. You know,
that's
what I mean?
what. And listen,
we're always gonna do this portion.
We've told the story plenty of times. We've had like really, really big brands try to buy up 6 months at a time because they could do that. You get what I'm saying? But we want it to be for small businesses because we want to kind of. That's our way of giving back.
That's our way of giving back, and that's our way of telling you you can do this too. You know what I mean? And you know us. We'll interview you. We'll buy your stuff if we like it.
So email sales@urbanx.nyc if you want information on that.
On the prices, yeah.
All right.
You know what I mean? But it's going to be worth it because we do 8 shows. Remember, 8 shows a month. Like I said, we will interview you, talk about your stuff, and the people will show support. We get a lot of support.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay. Now, during the pre-show, people were mentioning the ban on Black History classes
with Desantis
in Florida. So I looked it up. So it is, and this is apparently the new AP African American course in high school, and then Florida rejected it. Apparently, Ron DeSantis said like the course had no actual educational value. This is what he said, right? This is what they said. It says lacks educational value, broadly claiming it violates state law. Now, at first, I said, the AP. I'm not sure how much that AP African American course helps you with college credits, because that's what AP is usually for.
Right,
That's advanced placement.
Yeah.
It's usually for college credit. So I wasn't sure. Maybe they were saying that way, but I'm pretty sure that in Florida they have AP European Studies and AP American Studies.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
So if they're gonna isolate one, they should isolate them all. First of all, 80% of that stuff you learn you don't need anyway.
Very true.
Right. So if they teach you mathematics and economics, you pretty much set.
The 3 R's: read, write, arithmetic.
Yeah, read, write, arithmetic, and the
Read,
rest
write,
of that
arithmetic.
is just a whole bunch of fluff that you really don't need anyway.
Yes.
So I'm not offended, but if you're just gonna isolate African American studies, but it's not true history anyway. So why are we fascinated?
No. What?
As black people?
Because we understand when it comes to these things, we understand like the top 3 layers of why it doesn't matter.
Right.
In the grand scheme.
Right.
But he is doing it as a political move for his base in Florida.
Okay.
His base in Florida, they have been vehemently against what they're calling woke, and they are substitute the word woke for black. Some of the time it is against the whole pronoun LGBT. It's sometimes that, but some of the other times when they say woke, they really mean black.
Gotcha.
So he's doing that. He's trying to feed his base. And again, I've given
somebody said he's Cuban. Is he Cuban?
He is.
Okay.
He might be. Yeah, he might be.
He might be one of them white Cubans. Yeah. Okay.
And I've given my praise to DeSantis when it comes to how he was governing during like the lockdowns, how he was governing with the mandates and COVID and stuff like that. You get on my props. When you have a move like this, where you're specifically trying to have your own like little agenda, your own little political move, I obviously don't respect and I obviously don't like that. So keep your eye on it. Like even the quote unquote "Don't Say Gay" bill, right? We talked about up here. That was a political hack job on the media's part because it didn't say straight in the bill either.
Oh, okay, got you.
Right? He was just talking about we're not talking about sexual orientation past up to the 3rd grade.
Okay.
I thought that was reasonable.
Yeah, okay.
Right? I thought that was reasonable. He cleaned the slate, not straight nor gay, but they made it in the gay thing and even had my mother calling me, you heard what they doing in Florida? And I had to explain to her what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Slow down. Yeah.
Relax. So, but this, again, I'm going to take my time because I just heard about this today, like right on the pre-show. So I'm going to take my time to really go through it. But it feels like a political move to feed his base.
Okay, Lord knows says he's Italian. Okay. We'll find out who he is.
Okay, cool.
We'll find out who he is.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So Alec Baldwin, actor, he got charged with involuntary manslaughter as a result of killing that lady on the set of Rust.
Now, why is this a Mandela moment for me? Because I thought he was already charged for that.
I don't know. I don't think he was charged. I think they were investigating it.
Okay.
He might have got indicted. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was officially charged, but apparently they found live rounds in his gun belt on set.
Wow.
So they trying to decide like what the hell was it put there? Because actors, you don't control like what the hell you get your
but why would you have extra bullets?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a little weird.
That is.
Now, usually if you're on a set and somebody hands you and you think it's a prop gun,
right, and
you fire it, then you should not be negligent,
right?
But if you got extra rounds in case you miss, I mean, or are they setting them up? Is it a setup?
It could be that.
You know what I mean?
Because the best ways to set people up are people who don't control what they wear. Yes. Who don't control what they drink.
Yes.
And if you're an actor, you don't control what you wear, especially if you're on a movie set. You just get the props, you get your
instructions.
Your instructions, you do what you do.
Yeah.
I can put live rounds in the gun. You kill somebody, now we looking at you like what?
Yes. I think that's how they got Brandon Lee.
Yes.
Bruce Lee's son.
Yes, on the set of The Crow.
Yeah.
Right? So, we'll see what that. I totally forgot about that whole situation.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about it as well.
To be completely honest with you.
Yep.
There is beef in the conservative news space.
Okay, Malcolm, hit us.
Yes, it's this guy named Steven Crowder. He has a Rumble account with over 1.1 million subscribers and a YouTube account with over 5 million subscribers, going on 6. He's like 5.95 million subscribers.
Okay, that's a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, he's a comedian, I think. I don't know, but I just know him from his political show. It's called like the Mug Club or something to that effect. Mm-hmm. And they talk about, Fauci, they talk about Biden and stuff like that. Very, very right-leaning. I mean, very, like, abortion. We don't support abortion even in the case of rape and stuff like that. Like, they're just...
Yeah, that's a bit extreme.
You get what I'm saying? Like, very, very extreme. I care about the family and marriage and no sex before marriage, like stuff like that. So when he talks about Fauci, all with you. Talks about Biden, again, all with you. Some of the other stuff, I'm just like, I can do it out.
Gotcha.
Right? So he did like an hour-long post the other day on YouTube about how a lot of these conservative networks that are famous, like The Blaze that had Tommy Lauren on it. Remember?
Yes.
She was on The Blaze.
Yes.
The Daily Wire, who has Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, Candace Owens, Matt Walsh, who did What Is a Woman?
Yes.
These brands, he showed the contracts because I guess he's trying to shop around and take his show to one of these networks.
Okay.
Right? So he showed the contracts, and he basically was exposing the fact that a lot of the contracts in it, they will penalize you for not actually acquiescing to these platforms that will demonetize you if you are, a right-leaning platform.
So that means if
let's say us, right? So somebody comes to us and say, "Yo, I love what y'all do. We need more black media. We need more black media telling the truth. We want to sign y'all. But if y'all get demonetized off YouTube, we fine you $100,000 out of this contract."
How's that even connected to? Wow.
And we're going, I thought the mission was for us to get this information out,
but under certain conditions.
So he had his Alex Jones moment when he looked like he was tearing up, and this needs to stop, and I might quit this show. Yeah, like he had his little moment, and he was saying like, the conservative networks, and he's talking to his audience that supposedly are fighting for you are actually working with.
They're all in it together.
Exactly.
So the ones who look like they are opposed to all of these stringent complications and barriers put up by YouTube and all these other channels in respect have to acquiesce to these channels, or less all of our money is out the window. So we all are slave to YouTube.
Now, the CEO of Daily Wire, he responded and showed the contract. He was actually offering Steven Crowder $50 million for 4 years. $50 million for 4 years. So everybody's just like, whoa, $50 million.
Yeah, but
he didn't have to work on Fridays. He could use his own production because he wanted his team to be the one to get paid for that.
Yeah.
Sound like a sweet deal, but
it's a sweet deal if it's about the money.
Yeah, and he said that. He said it's not about the money.
And most people, listen, when poverty is your religion, money is your God, right? So most people can't even fathom the possibility of saying, I will work at Happy Burger rather than take the $50 million. So that means I can't come up and say what I want to say. I can't share with you what I need to share because, I'm under contract, while being under contract. Right? So you under like 3 levels of the contract. And on the surface, they appear to be contrary, but they're all working together.
Now, here's the thing. Play devil's advocate a little bit here. If we want to be able to do this show, right? We want to be able to get this out to you guys. We want to be able to do this. We do have to kind of play ball.
We've been playing pause.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pause. We do have to kind of play ball with the rules of YouTube, even though we try to fight it. We have our membership here with you guys, and we go as far as we can go, but
at the end of the day, where does the content wind up back on YouTube? And we speak all about a time when we started a little cable show, and we try to. It is what it is. Now, once you assess that, then you have to make adjustments and realize you're not in it. You're not of it. You're in it, not of it. And you still navigate. So
what Morpheus said? Some rules can be bent. Some rules can be broken.
And that's why we're here trying to bend as many as we can without breaking them so that we can't cut our nose off to spite our face. And anybody tell you anything different, they lying to you.
Yes.
Unless they have a totally 100% independent, they own servers, they own everything, their money is long. That's what independent media is. Anything else is a farce. You know what I mean? So we have to put the medicine in the food.
Yes.
Right? We got to mix it, blend it. We got to bring it this way because we won't exist.
Yes. Exactly. So that's what I was just kind of thinking, like, you know, he has to understand, like.
So he has to understand.
So
take the 50 million, bro. Take
no.
the
But
50 million.
here's the thing too. I look at this because the guy, Daily Wire guy, he responded now, mind you, and apparently they were really good friends for for decades. You know what I'm saying? He responded with a recording of their conversation, right? And then he's exposing their conversation. So it seems like to me, he is trying to burn everything down because he is trying to build his own platform.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
There's always a motive behind just burning everything down because you feel like you have 6 million followers and subscribers on YouTube. You got 1 million on Rumble. You feel like I can probably create my own
and then
platform.
you find out you can't.
You know what I'm saying? So. You know,
and I
just thought it was interesting. I just thought it was because we think it's us versus them when it's them versus them versus them. It's pockets of little civil wars happening everywhere. Trump versus DeSantis. There's Biden's whole team. They are turning on him. I don't know if y'all peeped that.
Yeah, they wilding now.
I don't know if y'all peeped that. CNN is turning on him. Even CNN is turning on him. You get what I'm saying? So there is little pockets of beefs happening in the tech. I talked about Facebook and Apple. It's happening everywhere.
Yeah, Mr. Ismail, you are correct. There is no such thing as free media or independent media. He who controls the electricity and the Wi-Fi controls all of those things. And the reason I said take the 50 million, if you're going to do that job in that capacity anyway.
Oh, yeah.
See, we're a small little juke joint on the side of the digital road. So we're insignificant in the grand scheme of things. So it's easy for me to say, I'm going to Happy Burger. But for $50 million and that many followers that you that lean on your advice for whatever his advice is and their message, you almost have an obligation to make sure you deliver something to them.
Yeah.
And if you think you can pivot and leverage and do your own thing, you got another thing coming because the espionage behind that. Because you don't think they're going to shoot down your service.
Right.
You don't think they're going to make the journey for you hard. So there's that side of the war, the cyber war that we don't see.
Yeah. Yo, listen.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, there are battles that take place within every sector, every industry. Like, this is way off topic, but this Deion Sanders' schedule came out.
Okay.
And my man was just like, nah, I think they could maybe lose 6 games. I said, no, like 3 games. I said, I see 6, maybe 7 games that's going to be a real problem for them. Like, they got, TCU out the gate. That's their first game. TCU was just in the college football playoffs.
Yes.
Colorado was just 1-11.
Yep.
Last year. You get what I'm saying? So you can't tell me, the schedule wasn't made for us to, really put some pressure on you. Let's see what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you do good, we give you hell. On the behind the scenes, if you do bad in the front, on media, we're gonna give you hell. You get what I'm saying? So he is in for a battle that he has no idea. I don't think he realizes what's he's about to go through. You get what I'm saying? There's wars happening everywhere.
Yeah, indeed.
Right. Real quick, somebody asked me when it can email sales@urbanx.nyc if you have any questions about merch and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was just business.
Yep. Something to think about.
Let's take some questions, though.
Questions.
Let's take some questions. And while we take some questions, I'm going to be looking for more stories we could talk about. Microsoft laid off 10,000 employees.
Wow.
So I don't know if these are employees in the actual building or these are remote workers across the world.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? So that number could be really inflated in terms of just how it looks.
Gotcha.
You know
it may not be as bad as you think.
It may not be as bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These could be contract
workers.
workers.
Outsourcing
contractors.
contractors.
Outside contractors and things like that. And, the alarmists will go off just like that. What about Madonna? Y'all see this?
Oh, yeah. Madonna and Malawi.
Who that?
That's where she was getting the kids from, I believe.
Oh, no.
And so I believe that government in Zimbabwe, one of them, are bringing her up against some form of charges because they're saying what she's doing is negligent in some capacity of either trafficking, children, turning children out, or doing something. You see what she did to her son. She turned him into a girl. And, so she's now on the radar of the Malawi government.
Yes.
I believe it's Malawi. Don't quote me on that.
Somebody said, Malcolm, I rely on your show for movie recommendations. What's the last good movie I watched?
I'm back watching Godfather of Harlem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The new Malcolm.
How is he? He's not.
And wifey made a good point. It looked like he eating pork, man. Like we saw his face, and at least they could have got a clean cut, smooth. He looked like he eat bacon. Or this might be the Malcolm straight out of prison. I don't know where they found this dude from, but when they showed a close up of his face, he definitely I see some bacon. I know what bacon look like. He definitely eats bacon.
Oh, that's funny.
But the show itself is awesome, and your man keep getting his out of these jams. It's bumpy. He's on some crazy shit.
Yeah,
but it's good TV. It's really good TV.
That's a great show. What else? What else you got? Somebody said Charlize Theron. Yeah, her too. She, you know what's crazy? Her one of her kids, I think, who she transitioned back.
Yes, I believe so.
Like she said, like you're a girl, we're gonna raise you as a boy.
And he was like, no.
And then they grew up, and then he's like, I'm a girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, there is a community of trans people who are on TikTok, right, who are talking about like the medical things that they actually go through after these sex changes, and it is disturbing. Like they live in constant pain.
Yeah,
all the time.
But why are they not telling you that?
Exactly, 55% of them said it hurts to pee, have sex, just to like sit down
because that's unnatural.
40% said like it hurts to. It was just like. If doctors were responsible enough to tell them what they were actually getting into.
Yes. Now, it's enough. Look, first of all, if you choose to be gay, just be gay. When you cross that biological line.
Yes.
Now, dude, they're going to cut your winky off and push your insides in.
And then you have to and I don't want to get graphic.
And then it's got to heal.
And then you have to keep something inside for the cavity to stay open. Oh my God,
bruh.
Jesus Christ.
Or they sew a penis on you. Like how, Sway? And you expect there not to be some physical, psychological, emotional damage, dude? Bro. But see, these are the mutants, and you want to make your point so bad, and as a result, it is what it is. It is what it is. Somebody said, get off of TikTok.
You're right. No, but you know what's
California passed a doctor's bill can't question the vaccine to their patients. If so, license might be
suspended. I saw. We spoke about that before. They passed it. Okay. They passed it. Okay.
Interesting.
And I don't be on TikTok. I be like on Twitter. And people posting
TikTok.
it, and people, he be on TikTok. He's a TikTok.
I be on TikTok.
I be on Twitter, and then they show it.
Yeah.
What else?
But I don't be watching that. I be
Microsoft is supposed to be buying ChatGPT, right? So it's a company called OpenIO, and if you find all these employees, ChatGPT is supposed to like really replace kind of employees. You know what I'm saying? So they probably find a way to kind of really work with that efficiently.
No. I'm trying to understand it. I'm just, you know me, I'm tech taught. So I sat down and said, I'm going to learn Chat GPT, Malcolm. I was focused. I had my cup of coffee, and I logged in and I logged out. I was like, fuck this. I mean, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
And I keep, you know how you try to make yourself learn something?
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, learn this. Ooh, turn off.
Yeah. It's a muscle, you guys. Like focus is a muscle.
Yeah, it's a muscle, bro.
That you have to we have to work it back. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting back in the gym. Like you kind of have to just work it back.
I can't do it. So, I'm just learning how to edit videos on my phone, and it took me all day.
Yeah. The video's a minute.
It's a minute long. And it took me all day, and I was proud.
Yeah.
I was proud. So yeah.
Will AI music make a comeback? I don't know if it's actually like really taking like real.
No, music has to have soul to it.
Yeah, listen,
It
a
has
lot
to
of
have
these things,
spirit to it. It has to have a certain energy to it.
a lot of these things, people aren't really taking to as fast as I think a lot of these companies want them.
Yeah.
Personally, Meta lost like 70% of their market cap, something crazy, as a result of betting so big on the metaverse and Decentraland and stuff like that, and people just did not take to it.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So
No,
like,
facts.
we talk about our participation, like we actually have to participate in these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you hear Amazon got fined by OSHA? Only $60K fine though. I don't know why they got fined.
Somebody say, how about them Cowboys? That could be short-lived. Or if they get past the 49ers, they go into the Super Bowl because that's going to line up the Bills and the Cowboys 30-year anniversary since the last time the two teams was there, and that would line that up. So this is it's on the wall. If they get past the 49ers,
If the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, oh my God,
Yeah.
I don't know what that. I think the world might end.
well, it's 30 years.
The world's
It's
ending.
been 30 years since they won a road playoff game.
This is true.
You know how it goes.
You
These
seen-
things are cyclic.
You seen Dak had the nerve to get mad at that kicker? You've been throwing picks all season.
He missed 4 kicks.
This is true, but
Dude, you had to be on drugs to miss 4 kicks.
Dak is terrible.
Yeah, but 4 kicks, bro.
True.
Come on. You missed 1. Okay, 2, 4.
It's true. Oh, Aaron, come on! I forgot he's an Eagles fan.
And what books
My-
are you currently reading, Malcolm?
Did you? I read that one before by Cal Newport. Right? He has another great book called Deep Work. I'm actually rereading. I'm actually reading 2 books at the moment. I'm rereading a book by Myron Golden, Boss Moves, great book, great business book, and then a book my dad got me for the holidays called Greatness by David L. Cook. The book was $100.
Facts.
It's $100. It's this thin. But this guy is like the mental psychiatrist with all athletes, top-rated
All
athletes.
of the great athletes, yeah.
All
yeah.
this stuff, and he talks about greatness, not in terms of money, but in terms of like your impact. Really good book. So I'm reading that right now.
Cool. According to Geometria, Bill's going to win the Super Bowl. Very possible. It's all scripted, so whatever. And these be 2 and 3 years in advance. So whatever they lined up, we're going to get that. Would you be a cold conscious rapper in the metaverse, though? Yeah, Black Dot. I need to have an avatar for that, though. I'm not going to physically be rapping anymore. I'll download all the craziness I know into my avatar and be like, go get it.
Malcolm, who is your favorite NFL team? So it used to be the Patriots, but I haven't cared about football that much. I care, I watch it, but I haven't cared about a team in a while.
Yeah.
Like the last.
And I've been a Cowboy fan since 1977, guys. So, Drew Pearson, Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett, Ed Too Tall Jones, and it goes back. And you just kind of stay with a team and just, you rock with that.
Next Hulk, we're doing it this week, and we promise we got a gang of questions.
Yeah, and not only that, we are going to do the Hulk Live at the end of the month.
I like that.
So that one will be
like
where
that.
you can tune in through Zoom or something, and we can have an interactive exchange on stuff. So, and that's, again, for the members.
Somebody said I disappointed because listen, Ty Law was one of my favorite players. Asante Samuel, that defense, those two at corner, Rodney Harrison, Eugene Wilson at the safeties. I really, really enjoyed watching their defense when I was growing up. So
First new moon of the year. Something else. Are you gonna put it back up? Okay. Infinite Goddess was putting us on to
okay.
the first new moon and how we gonna operate.
Till the 24th. Set the pace for the rest of your year. Definitely.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do those things you told me to do.
First new moon of the year and Aquarius energy, right, for today until the 24th. Okay.
Believe that.
Okay. We on it. Get this thing right. Get this thing
Believe
tight.
that.
All right. With that being said,
guys, it's been real.
It's been another great experience.
It's been a great week. Okay, we will see you guys on. The Hulk will be up, right?
The Hulk will be up.
this weekend.
But we will see you live again.
We'll see you live again on Monday. Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, subscribe. You get what I'm saying? What else would I have to say? If you're listening right now, don't forget to leave us a rating and review. And if you would like to advertise with us,
yes,
email sales@urbanx.nyc. And if you have any other questions about merch and stuff like that, sales@urbanx.nyc. If you have membership questions, email us at info@urbanx.nyc.
Yeah.
We have professional emails. Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's important.
All right. Later. Peace.
Peace.